Hi friends, welcome back to Sheena's homestead. Do you hear that? It's cicadas. We are in the middle of a cicada GEDDON. There are just so many out in our yard. You can hear them all over the place. It's combined a 17-year with the 12-year cicada, and they're all out in full force. Our chickens and ducks are going crazy for them. You're getting a free organic meal. And the kids have had fun catching them and feeding them to the chickens and ducks. So it's definitely saving us a lot of money right now on feed for our animals, and they're enjoying a nice organic meal. So come with me and let me show you around the garden and show you what I've planted so far. This is the tomato bed of the year. I've got some beefsteak tomatoes in here. And on the end, I have just filled in with some sun gold. So those are absolutely delicious. They taste like candy, and they will fall over the edges here and produce a lot of very yummy small cherry type tomatoes. And then as we get to the end of this bed, I planted some Roma. I'm just trying to fill in all the little gaps and spaces. And then, oh gosh, this whole trellis is going to be absolutely beautiful when everything comes back. We've got sun gold that are going to grow up on the corners here. And then I also planted some flowers this year. They are Mexican sunflowers, and they are going to grow beautiful bushy type vines that will grow up and hopefully over our trellis. And then we've got some cabbage. I have some pest issues going on with a couple of these cabbage, so we're gonna have to figure that out. And I have a radish that's ready to be picked. This is some marigold that planted itself. And here are some of the onions. Some of the legendary 700 planted onions. They're coming along quite nicely. We have a volunteer squash right in here. I will probably transplant that to the edge of the bed so that she has more room to grow. This is a second tomato bed I have here. I've had some pest issues with this as well. I think we have a little bunny who keeps coming up and gnawing at the stems. So it's a good thing I grew so many Romas. I'm gonna just keep putting them out there until we get some that stick. But they are coming along nicely. And then this is my garden bed full of garlic that we planted in the fall together. It is really, really booming. This is gonna be a great year for garlic. You can see I have some scapes at the top, and I'm gonna need to cut these very, very soon here so that the energy goes back into the bulb and not the flower. But these are all edible, so we will make something delicious together with these. And this is my pepper bed. I have some cayenne growing here and some jalapeno. You can see that they are already starting to grow, which is fabulous because here in the Midwest, we are zone 6A and 6B. We do not get a lot of time to grow our peppers. So I started these all from seed inside this year in about, I think it was the third week of February. So these little babies have been growing for quite some time, and you can see they're doing really great. We should get a really good pepper harvest this year. And then I have some volunteer squash again, just popping up in random places. So I will probably transplant those out. And then I have some sun gold tomatoes that are going to grow up and over this trellis of our new Vigo bed. On the edge of my beds, I am growing some watermelon. So this watermelon will cascade down, and it'll be the perfect place to get some extra growing space in. Here I have some cucumbers growing right here. We're going to have those grow up the trellis as well. I've got some beans in the back. And here we have some yellow squash. And I'm really happy about the production that's starting to go here. It looks like we're going to get some flowers. And I have some cabbage that's doing really well in this spot. And you saw last week, this is one of my covered beds. Look how wonderfully this lettuce is doing here. I'll show you. Have some nice baby lettuce growth in there. And then here is our zucchini. And it looks like they're about to put out some flowers as well. And in this bed, I have some eggplant. This is the first year that I've grown eggplant, so I'm pretty excited about this. And if you have any tips or tricks for me, let me know. And then my favorite little garden. I have so much garlic planted in this garden. And this year, I'm calling this garden the Garden of Eden. And it has replanted itself so much. It's unbelievable. So here I have some volunteer squash. It's doing wonderfully. And here I just pulled out my old Swiss chard. I'm going to replant it with some new stuff. And then this is my garlic. I have elephant garlic. I have a German variety. We're trying all different things this year. And there's some strawberries in there. Strawberries I did not plant. And then if we come over here, I've got lots of onions that are doing fantastically. And then we have dill. This replanted itself. We have some parsley in there. And then look at all these carrots. These are all volunteer carrots. Just so amazing. We have some more squash. And some tomato. And look at this lettuce that grew itself from seed. It's just amazing. And here we have some dragon tongue beans. They're flowering with their pretty little purple flowers. And then all of this lettuce grew by itself. It's quite amazing, and we've been eating a lot from it. And we've got our onions in here as well. So I have about 200 cloves of garlic that we planted last fall and 700 onions. So everything is looking really good and doing really well so far. And we are only at the very end of May. Tomorrow is June 1st. So not too bad. And like I said, we've got cicadas everywhere. You can hear them. Let me show you some. They're a little clumsy when they fly and kind of freaks you out a little bit, but they won't hurt you. So we're enjoying the cicada GEDDON. Like I said, it's giving us some nice free organic food for our chickens, and the kids are having fun with it. So let it fly. So that's it for today. What do you think of my garden this year? I've doubled in size, so I've definitely got the gardening bug. How about you? Let me know what you've planted this year, what you're looking forward to, and what's going on in your neck of the woods. Thanks so much for following me today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time on Sheena's Homestead.